The Rich Zeoli Show podcast.
I was realizing that I never actually explained what happened with Milo and Milo Yiannopoulos and why we had to cancel the event. And I'm sorry that we did. It was out of our hands. And I apologize because I know that I've gotten so many emails from people who are upset that we had to cancel it. It wasn't something we intended to do, but the venue canceled on us and refused to return the calls of our market manager. And I can't tell you definitively why they canceled, but I know that there was concerns about protests because wherever Milo Yiannopoulos goes, there are protests. And so the venue canceled even though we had a signed contract. And then when we tried to discuss with them, they wouldn't return our calls. In the meantime, as we couldn't guarantee a facility for Milo said, well, we're going to have to reschedule. And so we hope to bring you Milo Yiannopoulos in the future, but it's getting very difficult to find places that don't cower in the fear of social justice warriors. And the reason why we went off of a college campus to the venue we had chosen was because we didn't want to have to deal with the college canceling on us. But now even places that are privately owned or non-college related entities are experiencing the exact same thing, which is that they find out Milo's being hosted there and they're flooded by social justice warriors who complain and they whine, and then these places give into it and cancel the event. And it's incredibly disappointing. And so we hope to bring Milo. We pledge to bring you Milo Yiannopoulos. More than ever, we're determined to bring you Milo Yiannopoulos because I refuse to back down. We refuse to back down to this kind of social justice warrior censorship, and it's nonsense. And completely disrespectful of the venue to do what they did, and completely disrespectful to not return our market manager's calls. It's just unprofessional after you had a signed contract. So then when Milo emailed Greg a few days later and said, look, we're going to have to reschedule this thing because, we got other things to do. Can't blame him, right? I mean, that's just the way it goes. So we will bring you Milo Yiannopoulos. We just have to find a place that has the courage to actually host him, to hear his controversial opinions. Sad state, though, that we're at this point in America now where you can't even bring in speakers without the crybabies yelling and screaming, and then these venues cower in fear and go, okay, we're going to silence the opposition, silence thought, silence free thought at an event that nobody was being forced to go to. Because I got news for you. The Milo Yiannopoulos event that we were going to have on November 15th was a voluntary experience. Nobody was forced to go listen to Milo. Nobody. And we even had to pay money to go. Unless you were a college kid, you can go for free. But even then, it's voluntary. You have the right to not go. But that's not good enough for social justice warriors. That's not good enough for them. They want the event to not happen. They want the speech to never take place. It's not enough to allow people the option to go or not go. They don't want people to even have the option. They want the event canceled. And the venue catered to that, which is a damn shame. 855-839-1210, pound 1210 on a cell. 855-839-1210, pound 1210 on a cell. But that's okay. You know why? Because these legs are made for walking, and we'll walk to a new venue eventually, Dawn.
Rich Zeoli, 3 till 6. Talk Radio 1210, WPHT.